Hey everybody, I'm Derek. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to those who are just tuning in once again. Today we are going to play around with Layers of Fear. We will be testing this game on the 2020 M1 MacBook Air, which has 8 gigabytes of RAM, and the M1 has 8 CPU cores and only 7 GPU cores. So we're gonna jump here into the graphics department right away. Gonna check the resolution here, which is set right now at 1080p at full screen. VSync is enabled. We're gonna try to aim for that 60 FPS, which is something that we haven't really been seeing. Like we tested Resident Evil 8 Village, and we also tried a few other games that we really just have to drop the frame rate to 30 from time to time. So we're going to see if we can actually get at least a smooth experience here. Now Metal Effects is set to performance, and down here in the advanced section, well, you got everything set to low. Texture, shadows, view distance, global illumination, reflections, effects, everything is set to low. So we don't have much headspace here to actually work back with performance, other than just maybe lowering the resolution altogether. Here we are in the game right now, and well, you guys can see on the top right corner, frame rate is at 45-46 frames per second, at least in this area. Now let's see what happens when we leave the room. Over here in the hallway, frame rate's the same. We're still getting, well, actually it went up a little more. It went all the way up to around 55-60 frames per second, but then it dropped again. Now we're in the kitchen here, and as you guys can see, well, the frame rate is hovering around the high 40s and the low 50s. So all in all, we're not getting stable 60 FPS, at least for now, at this resolution and preset. So not bad, not super great, not bad, but not super great. Now we're going down here into the basement, see what's going on. 43, not much. So it doesn't seem like we're going to get 60 frames per second, as I said earlier, with this preset. And looking at quality, it's not the best. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. So guys, let's just go back to the main menu, and let's give this a whole different setting. So we're going to drop the resolution to 1600 by 900, and everything else as is. So we're just going to make sure that actually kicked in, and let's just continue the story and see if we actually do gain performance. Okay. Okay, this is really odd. For some odd reason, we're actually getting a lower frame rate, as if performance is actually worse. I'm not sure if this is actually due to thermal throttle. I'm not sure if the system is throttled yet, but I dropped the resolution and the whole frame rate dropped. So we're just gonna revert that. It makes no sense at all. 40, 41. Okay, we're going to see if the system has actually throttled. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see the temperature over here. Well, it doesn't seem like throttling yet. Well, it could be throttling, but I'd have to get that other app up and running. Okay, so, obviously, the Mac is throttled, and it is no longer performing at how it performed earlier. So we could say that it took the game around 5 minutes, 6 minutes to actually just start throttling and giving us really bad performance. So obviously, as per usual, guys, we're not going to be able to play this game, Layers of Fear, at 60 FPS on the M1 MacBook Air. And this is similar to what happened with Resident Evil Village on the base model M1 MacBook Air. So in this case, what we're going to do is just we're going to jump back out to the main menu, and we're going to just reconfigure everything to see if we can just maximize our experience given performance. So we're going to drop the frame limit to 30 FPS. So that should actually just help aid the system overall. It should actually drop the temperatures. It should ease a little more on performance, and this, well, you know what? We should be able to maybe get a little more quality into the game, and that's exactly what we are going to try. So, let's see if we can get a better image at 30 FPS. So let's just go ahead and continue. Okay, it seems that we're getting a somewhat unstable 30 FPS, and this could obviously be due to the fact that we did raise graphic quality. So actually, we just have to go back and let's see. We're going to drop the shadows, reflections, this. See if it holds up a little more. Yeah, it seems to be holding up. It seems to be doing much better now. So basically, we could say that this game is playable at 1080p 30 FPS. Okay, no problem. And maybe if we could drop it to 720p, we could get the 60 FPS. So we're going to try that in a second now. But right now, we're just going to see how this game runs nicely at 1080p 30 FPS preset medium, except for a few things such as shadows and shaders. But concerning the rest, well, you guys have seen that at least in the beginning of the game over here, well, we are getting a nice and smooth 30 FPS at medium. So guys, now let's go and let's try let's do a 720p 60 FPS and setting everything at high. Well, let's stay at medium, low, high. Okay, let's see how this goes. 720p 60 FPS. Is it too much? Really? This makes no sense. Yeah, it sure is. Okay, so yeah, we definitely got to fix some stuff here. Let's fix this. No, forget about it. It doesn't seem like we're gonna get the So no, there's actually no way. How about 720p on low? Everything's set to low. Okay, so this could be like we just set it to 720p 60 FPS. Everything's set at low, and this is what we're getting. We got a crazy frame rate, jumping and bouncing up and down. Goes all the way down to the low 30s, and then it goes all the way up to the mid 40s, and just jumps all the way up and down. So, actually, the best setting for this game has been determined at 1080p. Everything, this should be set at 30. And in the quality department, we can set it to medium. However, we have to drop here a few settings. Just drop them to low. Head back into the game. And yeah, we're going to be playing this game at 30 FPS 1080p, just like I said, at that specific settings with VSync enabled to avoid screen tearing. Textures and quality may not be the best, but all in all, if you want to be able to play this game and just trying to avoid throttling overall, as you can see, the game dropped here to 25 24 frames per second. So you know what, guys, we might actually have to drop the frame rate, the quality further. So maybe it just has to be low. Maybe it just has to be low. And as you guys can see, we set the game to low here, and finally we got the 30 FPS. So honestly, if you want to get the smoothest experience in this game, if you want to get the smoothest experience in this game at the resolution of 1080p, you necessarily need to set all settings to low. There is no other option, like, just to get the smooth experience, hopefully. And we're not testing much more, but yeah, I'd like to say that, yeah, hopefully just by setting the game at 1080p and a 30 FPS with everything else at low, you should be able to get away with the game. So, you know,